Ben Simmons was the top-rated player in high school and in college.
He sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. A lot of experience out on that floor in front of us. Brent, your career spanned 14 seasons. Talk about how you saw the game differently as a veteran player versus the first couple years in the NBA.
Well, I saw it from the bench, quite frankly, as a veteran, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on now. I know that's not altogether true.
I think the game just slows down. You start to understand that there is a tempo and a rhythm, not only to any given quarter, but any given game and any given season. So it's really, Kevin, about the idea of it slowing down. And I did sit on the bench towards the end, Kevin. That is true.
A little bit.
14 is still a good number.
But it turned out well for you.
Well, I get to sit next to you.
Well, it's a lot of fun. You're right. It's a lot of fun. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Embiid finds Harris. Off target from outside.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
George with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. We've played just over a minute here in the first. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Here's George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's where you get a good indicator of how skilled Paul George is. Gets creative against the defense.
And here is Simmons. Passes it to Richardson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Leonard. Tipped away. And stolen by Simmons. Harris kicks to Embiid. The pass to Simmons. Harris outside. Lock at 6. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender using the old pump fake. You know that one, Jeff, the pump fake. 2 years ago, Paul George and his curious travels about where he was going to land in terms of free agency made his way back to Oklahoma City. And a lot of people were wondering why he made that choice. Then a year later, at the behest of Kawhi Leonard, a trade goes down where Paul George ends up back in Los Angeles with the Clippers. You talk about a two-way threat along with Kawhi Leonard. What an unbelievable wing combination the Clippers have with these two.
And with George last year, easily his best season as a pro in every measurable way.
You wonder in the next couple of seasons here, Kevin, if we're going to see the best of Paul George. Again, coming off that gruesome leg injury, him finding his form last year for Oklahoma City. A lot of talk about even Paul George being considered as an MVP candidate, and rightly so. Now back in Los Angeles with Kawhi Leonard. What a terrific duo they have.
Embiid, the pass to Richardson. They double him with George. And the dunk by Embiid.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Beverley, the pass to Zubac. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's George, and it's sent back by Horford.
Swatted by Horford. In terms of defense, Al Horford up there amongst the top.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to Leonard. Over Harris. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats. Here's Simmons. Here's Richardson. A beautiful reverse layup. Richardson's got 5. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. Here's Zubats. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Good work defensively by Richardson.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Passes to Simmons. Over Beverly. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Richardson.
With a consistently improving offensive game, Simmons is lethal whenever he's on the court.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Greggy's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Beverly. Pass to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Shot to stop the run. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Zubats kicks to Beverly. Outside, George. They get a hand on it. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Harris passes to Simmons. Back to Harris. Fires the 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
From the wing, Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 4 on the clock. Trying to end the drought. Morris, no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Well, last season, Josh Richardson just exploding for the Miami Heat. Brent, as you know, he was their top scorer.
Well, he's a great three-point shooter. The 3-and-D aspect is what drew the Miami Heat coaching staff to what Josh Richardson was capable of doing. Now he's going to do that in Philadelphia.
One shot.
Free throw off from Richardson.
And the Clippers franchise joined this league in 1970. They've never made it past the conference semifinals.
Yeah, but the last few years, when you talk about the landscape of Los Angeles, the Clippers have had a remarkable run, much better record than the Lakers have had in Tinseltown. And so surprising to think of all the talent that's come through the Clipper doors in prior years, but this could be the year with these additions where they break through.
Throw good, Paul George. Well, Brent, you look at the explosive numbers George has put up. A lot of it has to do with how he runs the pick and roll.
Incredible at his size and his ability to read the defenses in pick and roll situation. Anytime there's a defender that decides to go under on Paul George from the perimeter, he can let that thing rip from the three-point line. Last year, I think you saw him with the most poise that he's ever played with in his career. I expect that to continue.
To the inside. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Here's Leonard. Another shot. In deep. George drops it in. George has got 8 points.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Simmons against Beverly. The pass to Harris from outside the arc. No good there. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it to Harrell. Morris looking over the floor. Horford with the rebound.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
They grab their own miss. Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Brent, with offensive rebounding, which players can you count on to create second chance opportunities every game they play?
Well, Giannis in Milwaukee does a pretty good job with his length, grabbing boards and being able to go back in and cause some problems for the defense. Rudy Gobert is always around the rim, both defensively and offensively. DeAndre Jordan did that for years. It'll be interesting to see, if he can continue that role down there to be a putback and a stick-back guy.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all all the skill in the world and a personality made for stardom.
Simmons against Jackson. There's the three. Here's Williams. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. And it's Simmons penetrating. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got his second bucket of the night. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Green kicks to Williams. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And again, no good by the Clippers. The 76ers leading by 16. In the corner, it's Richardson. The three. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 14 points for Josh Richardson.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And Simmons slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Jackson dishes to Williams. With the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Lou Williams still has some nasty handles. I love him busting out some of those tricky moves from time to time.
To the paint, here's Simmons. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Simmons got 8 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now, here's Shamet, guarded by Harris. Embiid with the steal. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. And slam dunk by Harris.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Nice to see the versatility in the way that Josh Richardson is scoring it here.
Jackson kicks to Williams. The turnaround. Simmons pulls it in.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
A minute 20 left to play here in the first. Here's Williams. And the rejection by Embiid. Pass to Richardson. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's 18 points for Josh Richardson.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Williams with another miss.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And it goes down 2 points. Scott's got his second bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
On the wing, Jackson. They need this. Williams trying to break free. Jackson misses.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. .11 seconds left in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. Drops it in from 11 feet. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, you never know what Lou Williams is going to pull off, especially when he's working the screen and roll game.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously, I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Embiid is out there with Scott. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Thibault in at the 2.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Philadelphia shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
That's good from Scott, especially in the playoffs, Brent. So much can change when a player gets into foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. Yeah. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. 6 on the shot clock. Thibault. Here's Embiid. And the rejection by Harrell. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Al Horford's checked in for Mike Scott. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for JaMychal Green. And it's Leonard in for Reggie Jackson. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The fadeaway. Here's Embiid, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Paul George comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams.
One shot.
And Embiid, no good on that one. Clippers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Leonard with the ball. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Embiid.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name in the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers. And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Beverly against Burks. And that one's good. Beverly.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly is not going to back down from anybody. Even inside, he feels comfortable shooting under that kind of pressure.
Burks looking around. Robinson for three. It's hauled in by Zubac for Los Angeles. They've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Count it, good. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Here's Thibault. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Now Beverly, Leonard on the wing, all alone. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Burks against Beverly. Passes it to Horford. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Morris. The shot by George, wide open. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
That's something I think Paul George in the offseason is really working on, just pulling up off the dribble, maintaining great balance. Very few flaws in his offensive game.
Stolen by George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shot, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
That one is off.
Think about Paul George in his 2nd year in the NBA being named the most improved player. He's just gotten better from that point. And you don't have to win an award every year to prove it.
And he's good on the second. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hilton the pass to Burks. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Los Angeles now. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. And George, here we go. Rebound by the 76ers. Burks on the wing. Here's Milton. And here's Burks. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Horford. Over Beverly. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Burks. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The 10-footer. Morris with the rebound.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Everly with the ball. The pass to Zubac. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. From 20 feet out. And too long on the shot.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the 76ers. Harris is checked in for Joel Embiid. And it's Ben Simmons in for Alec Burks. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Beverly. And here's Los Angeles. They're on an 11-2 run. Releases. And it's Leonard missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Outside, Simmons. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Harris against George. George double teamed. Yep, that one goes. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Simmons against Beverly. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Leonard inside. He doesn't hit that one.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Pass to Harris. Puts it up from 15. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
This is a strength of Tobias Harris, finding good rhythm now in the mid-range shot.
Now here's Leonard. He's covered closely, and it's good from the elbow. Leonard's got 6.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Pass to Simmons. Pass to Milton. Shoots it. Can't nail the jumper.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Beverly. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Harris with it. Leonard picks him up, and the basket by Harris.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Beverly against Simmons. And George kicks to Beverly. It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard. 14 feet away, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Leonard's got 8 here in the quarter. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. And there's the pass to Harris. And the rejection by Zubats. Leonard on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by George. 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
Here's Milton, defended by George. Beverly against Simmons. Here's Horford. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Constant, consistent energy from Al Horford. You love to see him being active out there on the offensive glass.
Outside Leonard. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half. That shot off. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Pass to Harris. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from George. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A nice shot by George.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Simmons against Leonard. Shot's good by Simmons. Simmons got 14.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And George kicks to Zubats. No good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside, Simmons. Passes it to Milton. Harris trying to get free. A shot by Milton, no good. Inside, here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Pulls it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Philadelphia having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
We played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was Josh Richardson who got hot in the first. He had 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point guard. Here's Simmons, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And Los Angeles guys shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And a breakthrough season for Marcus Morris in 2018 and 19. Career highs almost across the board.
The Clippers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. You know, Greg, the Celtics are encouraging their players to take mental health just as seriously as their physical health. Marcus Morris brave enough to say that helped him a lot.
I mean, the Morris twins growing up in the hard streets of Philly. I mean, a lot to overcome, but by getting some help, that's exactly what Marcus is doing.
And Morris drops them both.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Harris outside. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Leonard brings the double team. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Simmons against Beverly. The dish now to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
Richardson against George. Paul George with the steal. And here they go. Here's Beverly. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Here's Horford. And the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Harris finds Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Beverly against Simmons. Richardson outside. High post, Embiid. Shot clock at 6. From deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Clippers trail by 21. Now George. He's got 19. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. George has got 21.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
To the middle, here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, and guys, with Simmons, you get it all. The shooting, the rebounding, and the passing.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. He kicks to George. Six to shoot. And good that time. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Pass to Scott. Here's Thibault. No points in the game yet for him. And the pass to Richardson. Right side, Simmons. Over Beverly. That one rolling around and rims out. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 14-4 run. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Richardson the pass to Simmons. Yep, it counts. Simmons got 16.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Knocked loose. And now the 76ers on the break. From deep, Richardson. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 19. Leonard inside. 14 points for him. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries. Here's Thibault. Outside, Scott. Clock at 4. Simmons inside the line. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Beverly wide open. No good with the triple. Simmons passes to Scott. That one good for 2.
Timeout.
9 points in the game so far.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And the Clippers call time here.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Robinson comes in for Josh Richardson, and it's Burks in for Simmons. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Landry Shamet comes in for Morris. Williams, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial six-man of the year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
One shot.
That's good from Williams.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
Pass to Burks. Over Jackson. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got his first 2 points. Clippers trail by 18. And here is Williams. He has 7. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Los Angeles with another miss.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled the guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. Here's Williams. And the rejection by Embiid.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Robinson misses. Clippers trail by 21. To Shamet. His three-pointers off the mark. Passes it to Thibault. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Now here's Williams. He has 7. Good, nice job down low. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Embiid, the pass to Thibault. Unloads from 13. That one drops for him. Thibault's got 5 points so far.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Williams kicks to Harrell. Back to Williams. Shoots it up. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Wasted no time on that one. Thibault's got his 3rd bucket of the night. LA's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Korkmaz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And they double up Embiid. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
Philadelphia with the ball. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Al Horford's checked in for the 76ers. So here's Burks. 5 points in the game. Pass to Korkmaz. 3 on the clock. Over Williams. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Outside Jackson. Harrell against Embiid. Now here's Harrell. Defense is right there. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. Rebound by the 76ers.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Williams against Burks. And there's the defensive 3-second call. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Harris is checked in for Joel Embiid. Here's Harris. He's got 9. Here's Burks. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Williams finds Green. Lock at 6. His first attempt of the game finds the target. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Williams, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Williams has got 11.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
1:15 left here in the third quarter. Burks can't get it to go. LA's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now, here's Shamet. Burks covering, misses from short range. Here's Korkmaz, and he uses the glass on the layup. Korkmaz has got his first 2 points of the night. The Clippers shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Outside Williams, double team on Williams. Outside Jackson, the tray, connects from three-point range.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
There's the pass to Horford. He dishes it to Harris. They double him with Green. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Philadelphia now. Horford the pass to Burks. Now here is Harris. 6 on the shot clock. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Harrell.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And the shot is good.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Philadelphia ahead, opening up a huge gap. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. And it's Milton in at the three, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Williams. Good work defensively by Richardson. Philadelphia shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Milton the pass to Harris. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. No good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Leonard brings the double team. Here's Milton, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Jackson dishes to Harrell. Kicks it to Williams. Williams double team. Down low. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Williams.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Here's Milton. Outside, Simmons. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
That's good from Simmons.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. And Raul Neto subbed in for Josh Richardson. He's off on the second. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
From 10 feet out, it's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. It's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The 76ers leading by 23. Here's Neto. Outside, Simmons. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Kept alive. Goes up again, and the layup is up and in. Simmons got 19 points.
Intent on keeping that possession alive, Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
The feed to Leonard. Shoots over Scott. And he can't bank that one in. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Goes up the baseline. That's good on the jump shot. 21 points in the game.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. O'Quinn trying to free himself up. Ben Simmons again. Simmons got 9 points now in just the second half. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Leonard. Over Scott. And it's Leonard again missing.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
That one goes in. And that's now 25 points for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Man. O'Quinn defending. Man. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Patterson. And it's Paul George in for Rodney Magruder. He's perfect from the line this time.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Pass to Thibault. Here's Neto. He feeds it to Scott. And the layup's good off the glass.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Leonard hits them both. Here's Thibault. He kicks it to Scott. Here's Thibault. Over Morris. Here's O'Quinn. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, what a game by Leonard, but you wouldn't know it by the way he's reacting out there. Just stone-faced, but getting the job done.
Leonard with the steal. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's Neto. Pass to Scott. Here's Neto. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's George. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
You got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the handle.
Here's Thibault. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. That free throw, no good. Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Morris outside. Now the pass to George. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Neto. Pass to Milton. George with the defensive effort.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Mann. Doesn't go for him. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Milton, defended by George. Can they get it? And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And he makes the first. The 76ers making a switch here. Korkmaz is checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Morris. Scott hits them both. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Zubats with it. Six to shoot. Unloads from 13. And the shot goes down. 27 points for Paul George.
Well, Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic and gets through contact on that play.
Here's Thibault, defended by George. Second chance shot. Here's O'Quinn. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Oh boy, O'Quinn throwing his body around on the interior and using his size.
Inside, here's George, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Thibault. Passes to Neto. And O'Quinn kicks to Neto. Pass to Korkmaz. Misses the 3. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Mann. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
George out there moving the rock and figuring out where his teammates were to have success on that possession.
Korkmaz passes to Thibault. 11 feet away. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from George. The Clippers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Yes, that goes in.
Well, Paul George taking initiative tonight and going right at the defense.
Philadelphia leading by 23. The pass to Thibault. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 16th rebound on the night. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That is his first foul of the game. Robinson's checked in for the 76ers. And then for Los Angeles, Patterson comes in for Ivica Zubats. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for George. Here's Mann. No good on the quick three. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And there's the foul. It's on Rodney Magruder. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Richardson outside. Pass to Harris. Embiid against Zubats. 5 on the clock. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
That's good from Harris.
With the scoring ability that Tobias Harris has, he can look to be even more aggressive. All the skills to be a go-to guy.
And Harris drops them both. Now Williams. Dishes it to Leonard. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Morris with the bucket.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Passes it to Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The free throw drops for Embiid. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Horford. Robinson comes in for Tobias Harris. Burks, he's checked in for Richardson. And Raul Neto subbed in for Ben Simmons. And he makes both free throws. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. Pass to Magruder. Shoots a three. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Burks finds O'Quinn, lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Robinson. Now here's Burks. He's guarded closely. Just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer. The rebound by Patterson. Now the Clippers with it. Here's Magruder. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Neto surveying the floor. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.